And so what I'll do is I let the kettle sit for a few minutes, and then I'll pour it in. And as I pour it in, I pour it quite high. I lift the kettle up quite a bit so that by the time the water reaches the tea, it cools down a little bit. Also, because of the force of the water that came down, it will stir up the tea as well. Okay, so. For this, I deliberately chose the glassware so that you can see the color of the tea. So it's really, really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, for me, it's almost like whiskey color.
Yes, yes.
Have a smell of it.
Yeah. Again, it's a very strong, full-bodied smell. So as we were saying before with the dried leaves, there's a very earthy, smoky aroma to those. Again, I feel the taste does have that smokiness to it. Yeah.
We use very small cups so that we just sample it. Now that we've tried the red tea, 红茶金骏眉, would you like to try a different type of tea?
Yeah. I'd love to.
So what we've got here is 铁观音. 铁观音, strictly speaking, is sort of oolong tea, but we put it in the category because of it's very slightly oxidated. We can put it in the category as green tea because it's closer to green tea. So
but it looks very different.
Yeah, you can have a look and see.
Yeah. It's much more of the shriveled leaf.
Yes,
the dried leaf.
Yeah. So you can tell the leaves is sort of like this is much tighter, bound up together. Yeah. While this one is sort of the tea leaves left on as it is. Yeah. No, I can give you this one. Yeah. Okay. So here's a cup of tea. Have a little try.
Again, the smell, the aroma, the scent. Well, it is very scented, really. It's different to the red tea.
And the color is very different as well.
Yeah.
So just now we had the red tea, or the color comes out as sort of like orangey red. It's quite rich, warm color. Yeah. While this one is almost like green tea, so slightly greenish, yellowy color.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, just now we talked about the advantage of using loose leaves instead of tea bags. One is when before it's infused, you can smell the tea leaves and you can observe the shape of it, the color of it, etc. We use this to grade the tea because tea of different grades sell for a varying price, a bit like whiskey. Here, one other thing we do with tea leaves is like, I'm not a witch, but I do read my tea leaves, is after the tea is being infused, and you can see it's very, very different. Like this one is 金骏眉 that has been infused, so you can still see that it's very sort of very even color, the shape and everything. And then here, this is the dried 铁观音. And let's have a look at what it looks like after the infusion. So you can see the leaves is actually very big. And so it's all rolled up. And this is what it looks like. So the different teas, the same leaf can be made into different teas using different processing methods, but fundamentally some leaves are more suitable to be made into particular types of tea. For example, with 铁观音, the best ones is from Fujian province in southeast China, and the leaves are much bigger, and we use the leaves of the first 2 or 3 leaves that we pick. And with this, and with the 金骏眉, it's very delicate. You can see that it still have a little bit of fluff on the leaf, and this is only picked the first leaf or the first and the second shoots. That's why it's more tender. The more tender tea would be more delicate in flavor.